In this lesson, we will bring it all together. We'll use solid primitives to create a 3D drawing from 2D. If you'd like to follow on with this video, please open the file bringing it together create solid primitives creating 3D from 2D.dwg located in the working files folder as discussed in the working with this dataset video. So let's do a real-world example, and we'll use the simple primitive tools to convert a 2D drawing, as you see here, to 3D models. We'll first start with the bed, so let's make sure our layer is set to A-bed, and we'll start the box command. So Home tab, Modeling panel, Primitives dropdown, and pick the box command. Because we have the 2D graphics, we can simply snap to them, and then using dynamic input, I can get the height of 24, and there's my bed. We'll zoom in here, and let's go ahead and change my layer to A-lamp, and we'll start the lamp with the cylinder command. Of course, we have the center point right there, and I can simply use the quadrant O-snap to grab the radius. For the height, we want 3 inches. I'll type 3 and then enter. So for the next step, we actually want to draw the post for the lamp. So since we really can't see the graphics underneath because we have a realistic visual style, let's go ahead and quickly change this to a 2D wireframe from the viewport controls. We'll start the cylinder command again. We'll pick the center of that circle, shift right click again, and choose quadrant to grab the radius without even having to know it. We'll go straight up and type in 60 and then enter. There's our cylinder created, and now we want to draw the lampshade on top of this. So for the lampshade, we're going to actually start the pyramid command. We'll go ahead and pick that drop down, select pyramid, and now what we'll do is we'll first define the sides. So we want a lampshade that has 12 sides. So we'll type S, enter, 12 for 12 sides, and now we can simply pick the center point using the 3D center O-snap. We'll pick there. For a radius, we'll type in 12, press enter, and then for the height, we don't want a point, we want a flat top, so we'll type in T for top radius, and the top radius should be 8 inches. We'll press 8, and for a height here, we want 12 as well. Let's go ahead and define the lamp for the actual lampshade. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and pick the torus command, and we'll pick the center point right there, and for the radius, we want a radius of 9, press enter, and then for the inner tube, it should be 1.5 inches. Let's go ahead and change this to yellow by right-clicking, going to Properties, and just change it to yellow so it looks like a light bulb. Now we'll go ahead and change our visual style to realistic, and as you can see, we're starting to get a nice 3D design. So I want to just copy this to the other lamp, and we'll type copy, and we'll grab the center, like so, and there's our additional lamp. Now let's go ahead and make the hutch. So we'll go ahead and set our current layer to A-hutch. We'll pick the box command and then pick 36 there. And for our desk, we'll set the current layer to A-desk. We'll do the box command again, pick, then pick, and 36 as well. Lastly, what we can actually do if we wanted to, from the previous lessons, we've learned that lines or polylines can also have a thickness, which is like a Z height. We'll go in here and type in 96, enter, and there is our walls. I also happen to have a layout already created, and if you look, you can now see very quickly the top, the front, and an isometric view, and this one is actually using a X-ray visual style, which looks really cool. From 2D objects, we very quickly and easily, within a few minutes, created a nice 3D design.